Hey guys, before I go to the spray booth, I wanted to show you guys what I'm gonna be using. As you guys can see, I've been I've been practicing, practicing with the highlights and all that stuff. Now, you guys saw me pre-shading the model, so that's gonna be my shadows or my darkest points. For the highlights, I'm going to be using this for colors, which is our base color, which is the Russian green. And I'm going to be using Vallejo colors on all of them. This is 70894. This is the Russian green. With that, I'm going to be lining it up a little bit with medium olive. It's a green, but it's like a clear, more brighter. That's good English. Brighter green. It will still look dark, but it's just a tiny little highlight. For that, I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to use this because green, when it fades on armor, it tends to turn yellowish. So that's why I use sand yellow. You could use yellow. You could use another one is Yellowstone by Vallejo. That's a good one too. This is 70916. And this is 70850. And of course we're gonna be using white for the final highlights. This is probably gonna be just a little tiny bit, but these two colors are pretty much my highlighters. Like I said, it depends on the artist. The color modulation set from AK Interactive comes with 8 different colors. So it depends on whoever's doing the subject, on how many colors you're gonna use. But we're gonna keep it with 4. We're gonna shoot at a very, very low pressure, maybe 15 to 20 PSI. We're gonna thin the paint really, really good because I'm gonna mist it on first, and then we're gonna highlight the raised parts like like the command hatches and all that stuff, all these raised parts where the light will hit more. We're gonna be hitting those up too. We're gonna probably mask some, but right now on this video I just want to shoot the highlights, and remember, less is more, so you're not gonna see me like spraying it like crazy. It's just gonna be mist of coats, and I'll probably do maybe 3 to 4 coats. It's not a very I don't want to overkill it, But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys what colors I'm gonna be using, and now let's move on to the spray booth. I'll see you there. All right, guys. So what I'm doing here is I put about 6 drops of our base color and about 3 drops of medium olive or lighter green. This is what I like to call the mid-tone of the paint scheme that we're doing. And what we're gonna do after I apply the first coat, remember, this is less is more kind of mentality, so you're not gonna see me mixing and everything's gonna be settled. And I'm using my Badger, my chrome. It's pretty much the first time I use it for a project like this, so I'm pretty excited about it. But anyway, what I did is I mixed the whole thing, probably 50 and 50 with water, just regular water. You could use distilled water and everything. And then I dropped a couple of drops of retarder. What retarder does is it prevents the paint from drying on your cup. So what we get is kind of like a mid-tone green. and we're gonna start. So here we go. We're gonna start with the lower hole right now, and what I'm gonna be concentrating on is this parts right here. This is my highlights, and then I'm gonna be hitting this part right here and work my way from the front to the back. The turret itself is gonna be the main highlight of the subject, because that's where your eyes are gonna be drawn to. So with that, let's go ahead and start. So we're gonna start, and I could have masked everything, but remember, less is more, so it's not gonna be that noticeable. If you watch Scale Model Medic, he masks the whole thing, but me is gonna be more settled than anything, you know. Okay guys, so are we ready for this? Yeah. I had a problem with the camera. I wasn't able to film every step that I did, which is probably a good thing, because the video would have been like 20 minutes long. But pretty much recap what I did. I started with these two colors right here, medium olive and Russian green, our base color. And then after that, I eliminated this one, and I just added a drop of the sand yellow, just a little bit. I did not use white at all because it was too much contrast. Okay, so here is the final result. I might go back and hit a couple of areas where I thought it was too much contrast. Like for example, here on this part right here, I think it's way too much. But if you could see it from I mean, I'm watching at the camera right now, but you could see the contrast. You could see the effect, I should say, of the, you know, color modulation. Like for example, here you got the highlight, and then you got the shadow, and it's hitting it from that side. Like I said, I think I overdid some parts. Like for example here, I'm gonna go back and just spray it all over with the base color that will bring everything down. Now keep in mind that I still gotta do washes, and I still gotta do the filters, and the filters would actually work as a blend, you know, from the shadows and the highlights. It will blend everything together, but it also fade everything. I've seen a lot of modelers in contests where you know, they throw a bunch of washes on the model, and they darken the model, and it's the all the way around. It's when a tank weathers, you know, it tends to get lighter, you know, so keep that in mind, because in reality it does get lighter. So the next step to bring some contrast, over here you have a bunch of rivets or bolts, and they're all raised, and over here on the side there's the extra armor. Those are all raised details. So what I'm planning to do is, using the same mix, I'm gonna go with a brush with really thin down paint, and I'm gonna just highlight those and those raised details, and what it'll do is it'll bring a nice contrast. But this is it, guys. It was fun. You know, obviously I need more practice, and you can't really tell right now, but I actually have to go back with like retract everything, because it was way too much highlights, too many highlights on places. Like for example here, I had to hit it again with the Russian green. And whenever you're doing highlights, if you want to get it back to its original stage, just use the base color. It works really good. The tires, I kind of hit the tires just to fade the paint a little, you know. So yeah, it turned out okay. Like I said, when I add the tracks and when I add all the elements, lift and color here and there, and the decals and all that stuff, it'll blend in and it'll give you a nice contrast and effect. Okay, hopefully that's what we're gonna achieve. So that's it for this update. I'll show you guys on the next update how far I get, and yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and remember to leave your comments, your opinions. I don't care if you don't think this is realistic. Remember, this is more of an artist way of expressing or weathering a tank, but it is not realistic. That's why I didn't want to overdo it. But yeah, this is the effect that I was going for. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next update. Bye bye.